Hey there. So I thought that I should maybe make an update for Tumblr. Um, Sorry for lighting this shit or anything. The camera blows. Honestly, it blows. And I'm like watching my own reflection, and I'm not looking at the camera. And I'll put it on, I don't know, iTunes and talk to this instead. Hopefully, I don't go over time. In fact, just to make sure that I don't do this. Okay. So life. Well, still losing weight and all that shit. Last weight was day before last? Or was it yesterday? Anyway, it was 96.5. So apparently my BMI is in the 16s now. I don't see it. Um, the pants that I wore before, like in my first ever, like, dive into restriction, shall we say, I was like 108 pounds, 107. And the pants that I still have from that time are, well, one is a little bit loose and one fits, but is a slight bit loose. So I'm like, how can I be over 10 pounds under what I was and still be mostly the same size? I just don't understand. It adds that feeling of, I haven't lost enough weight, I'm still fat, like, practically everywhere, etc., etc., etc. We got portraits done, me and my sister, yesterday for my parents as an anniversary present, and I guess they were nice photos, but even though, I did my makeup, I did my blush and everything like that, I looked like a ghost. I looked peaky, like someone would if they were sick, sort of thing, because when I smile, see all the lines, and like my cheeks are hollow as shit and shit like that. Yeah, not cool. I didn't like how it looked in the photograph. It's funny, I don't like how I look because parts of me are too skinny, and yet overall I feel like I'm massive. And I totally, definitely, no question about it, I have to lose weight. Like, and even if I really didn't want to, I'm kind of stuck. I can't even fathom the idea of eating, like, even half a meal. Half a meal. What I eat is like one piece of food at a time, basically. Like, I can't even eat an apple and a piece of cheese together. It has to be cheese or the apple. And now the apples in my fridge are... I purposely bought the big apples because before I was liking them because they filled me up more. And now I'm looking at them and thinking, Jesus, like, I have to cut this shit in half. Like, it's too much apple, And mostly all I want to do is I want to have, like, my one coffee with the creamer in it and then, like, a yogurt at night. I do end up eating more than that on most occasions, but if I eat more, it's like one or two extra things, and that may be it. I did have an iced coffee yesterday. I have no idea. It was a small, made with milk from Tim's, and I have no fucking idea how many calories are in it. I'm kind of afraid to know. I'm not sure I'm gonna look that shit up. I helped nominate somebody for deputy mayor. Apparently every city and town right now is having elections in my province. So I did that, and I was happy to do it and everything else. But you know, I ended up going around with her later that day, and she went and got her sign stuff started and this and that. And then later that night, we went to, it was like a protest about a cell phone tower that they're trying to build in the residential area and basically cut off a lot of green space when they don't need to. They can make it a bigger tower somewhere else. And it was funny because like I was referring to myself as like her quasi campaign manager because she's really got no one else on her team right now, but I'm not equipped to take that on. And I really haven't been talking to her a lot in the past day or two, and I think it's because I'm trying to distance myself because I want her to get without me having to say that I don't want to be quasi campaign manager because I'm not up for the job. Like, And what she really needs to do is she needs to get her contacts in gear. I know she must have many who will support her in the election and will help her run her campaign, who, are less ill than me, shall we say. And she needs to get those people on the go and use them and use me for little jobs or something, because I'm willing to help. I'm willing to do little things. I'll put a sign on my lawn. If she wants me to type something up, like, as in transcription or, like, handwriting to the computer or something, I can do that. It's just that I'm not the one who can organize her campaign. I can't do that. I mean, if I could do that, I could run a campaign. I could run my own campaign or something. But I'm not able to handle that, and so I'm kind of stuck on that situation, because I really do support her, and I really do. I would really like her to win, but at the same time, I'm not equipped to deal with, like, a 3 or 4 week hectic as shit race. And the other candidate for this has been campaigning and going around doors for months and months. Like, so I don't know really what to do about that. My house is getting messy again, and I'm not sure if it's this Friday or next that the worker comes over. I think it's next Friday. I hope to God it is. And I think my psychiatrist was trying to call me before. I've gotten calls from a hospital number I didn't recognize, and there's no reason for a hospital number to be calling me unless it's her, because she works out of the hospital. So I don't know, because, like, I literally don't see anyone there except that I had an eye surgery, but I was supposed to actually go to his private office for a follow-up, and I completely, forgot about the appointment. Hi, Ender. Yeah, he's exploring and a bit wild right now. It's my kitty, Ender. Probably haven't seen him before. I said his name and he's coming now, but he always says that when I say his name. My hair was actually looking blonde earlier, but when it gets dark, the lighting changes, and fuck my camera, man. My webcam blows. It's just built into the computer. I wish I could use the external one, but it won't connect for some reason. Because that one is much better quality and takes whatever light is available. Like, I've got on every light that works in my house. The one right above me, like right there, doesn't work, so I can't turn it on. Otherwise, I'd probably have a lot better quality. But I turn on the lamp over there. I turn on my bedroom lights, and this is what comes out. So I guess I've been really, really busy, and it's totally exhausting me. And I needed to double the dose of my energy pills, basically just to function, because if I only take the one pill, which is my usual dose for the day, I'm still tired as fuck. Whereas if I take 2, I'm functional. And I know these things, you need more and more and more of them. After a while, they have the same effect, and I'm a little bit scared of getting addicted. I don't want, on top of this eating disorder shit, to have to break an energy pill addiction. But the energy pill is part of the eating disorder too, so I can't just give it up. Like, I've just been thinking in my mind about how to budget for it, like a budget and plan, such that, no one pharmacy gets suspicious because I'm buying like 2 or 3 packets, once or twice or 3 times a month, because people use this shit to make meth, and now it's kind of becoming visible, usually by my face, although on cam it doesn't look as bad right now, but it's kind of becoming visible, even just from my face, that I'm underweight and stuff, and they might think I am abusing it, which obviously I am, but I don't want them to know that, It's like when a thin person comes in and buys laxatives in a big dose. Actually, that happened to me once. I had a pharmacist question me. I had been there like the week or 2 before and bought like a bigger bottle or packet or something of laxatives, and I came back and tried to buy the same packet. And I did buy it, but she was like, you don't have an eating disorder or anything, do you? And I was like, no, of course not. It terrified me, and I never went back to that pharmacy ever again. But there are ways to plan it out because there are places in the city where there'll be a few drugstore type things kind of smushed all together in one spot, or close enough that I can walk. So that's what I'm gonna have to start doing, splitting my purchases between a whole bunch of different pharmacies such that none really catch me. And that's kind of sad that I'm having to go to these lengths even now. And I'm only taking twice the recommended dosage. I say only, but I mean, what happens when I need another, like, to take 3 or 4 pills at a time? Because these pills that I take only come in packs of 12. So, you know, I have to make a half a month supply out of the money I get. So that's 15 or 16 days, and you only get 12 pills in a packet. So this time I have to buy 3 packets to make sure that I have enough for the entire set of days that I need it for. And after that, who the fuck knows? I might need more. I mean, because if I don't take these, like the last time I didn't take them, that lasted 48 hours and I ended up in the hospital for dehydration because my blood pressure must have, you know, or my heart just went nuts or something, because they told me that this pill will make it worse, kind of mask it, but it doesn't actually help that. And I know, but I also know that it masks it. So I'm happy with the masking, but it has to continue. I can't just abruptly stop these things, or apparently I'm going to end up in the ER or some shit, and I don't want that to happen. So anyway, I tried to do as fast as I could. The video is like 12 minutes, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, that's kind of the key things that have been happening in my life lately, I guess. It's just boring old eating disorder land. Most of my time, except for these last few days I've been super, super busy, has been spent reading books or being on the computer or playing Sims. That's it. That's all I do. So anyway, see y'all later, and hope y'all had or have a decent day.